Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Today I want to talk to you about what I think is the biggest flaw in majority of our church communication systems. And when I'm referring to your church communications system, I'm referring to like the request system by which you have people put stuff in for your team to do things. For a lot of us, when I get questions about this, a lot of people, number one question I get from people who are in church communications world is how do I get people to use my system? How do I force them to put something in my little form that's on Wufoo or whatever that's going to turn around and populate our project management system? And I think it's a valid fear, valid request to get people to do. Now, bear with me for a second for today's video because I'm actually in a cafe. So the audio is a little crazy. It's because I'm in my church cafe. See? Check it out. Yes, we actually have a church cafe. So with that, then what problem people tell me is, you know what, people aren't using our system. And I think it's a totally valid thing to say, hey, they're not using our system, how can we get a better user system? However, I would argue that majority of your folks don't see that as the problem. Majority of people outside of your communications team see their biggest problem as is not getting feedback, not knowing where their projects are. For a lot of us, we do a great job of building a system by which we can get all of our stuff in, but once it's in the system, people don't know where their stuff is at. So how do you solve that big flaw? Well, think of it like an airline. When an airline has got a plane, okay, and they've got a plane that's coming in, taking off, and landing somewhere, all those things, guess what? They have a feedback mechanism. It's that little blue screen you see in the airports, okay? It's a status board. You need to think of it in the same way for your church communication projects. How do you create a status board by which people know when stuff is coming in, when it's being worked on, and when it's being shipped out to them? If you do a little status board with just some basic updates of stuff that say it's like in queue, being in progress, in review, on hold, completed, whatever that is, whatever those status updates are, if you could find a simple way to do that, maybe like a Google spreadsheet where you just list the project and where the status is that you update so people can see it, that little thing right there will actually increase people trusting your system more. And here's the deal, when they trust your system more, then they're more likely to stop emailing you tasks, and they're more likely to actually put tasks in the actual system that you want, which will be huge for you. So in order to enable that trust people to actually do the thing you want to do, which is put stuff in, you've got to provide them feedback. If you provide them feedback, they're more likely to actually use your system. So thanks for watching. This week, Katie and I are dropping to episode number 6 of the Church Communications Podcast, so make sure you check that out. It's with Seth Muse. It's a really great interview. It's about tools that you can use for your church and your ministry. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.